Good morning. This is Amy Nichols Madison, your Mary Kay lady, practicing redhead and stay-at-home actor. Let me turn this up. Hang on. Shared in my group. So it is a very rainy, gray morning. So I got gray on. I put the majority of my winter clothes in those vacuum bags. So I left this out for in case, and boom, it's 64 degrees today. I mean, I was sweating swamp butt this week, even yesterday, but no, not today. If you don't like the weather in Texas, just hang out. Let's get that cleanse going. And I've been out already. I had 3 pet visits already. And one of them involves keeping 5 dogs separated so they don't fight. That was very interesting. This one sweet, precious dog, she's just adorable. But if you get in her other dogs, apparently she turns ninja. So, that's what we did. We kept them separate. Let's get the eyes done first. I always say that, but let's do it for once. So the look today, it was year before last, Valentine's Day. I love that they come out with Valentine's looks and then spring looks. Well, they do one for every season, and this is a good one for today. Now, let's get the dynamic wrinkle limiter on. There we go. Getting it on those expression lines. So I had the mammogram yesterday. I didn't want to. The first time I did it, I felt I was hurt. It really hurt me. And this time I was just really nervous, but I went and dripping to the ARA over by the high school, and the lady was really cool. I mean, she explained everything that I was supposed to do. She just took my big old boob and went fuck for schmack, put it on that thing, and it was a good experience. She was like, it's not a good time. I was like, well, I've had much worse. So if I go down the list, 2 natural childbirths, a burst appendix, all of Amy's tragedies, a hysterectomy that I started bleeding out after and had to go back in, a diverticulitis attack that lasted 7 days in the hospital. So why on earth, after surviving all of that and becoming very healthy again, was I being a big baby? I don't know. Deep wrinkle filler. I did the vitamin C serum and then the deep wrinkle filler, and I'm patting to let it dry. And I'm opening up my Dr. Pepper. I already did coffee today. I don't know. When I got that food poisoning, and people say they have food poisoning all the time and they don't. No, this was definitely food poisoning. I don't know. I hear people say they have food poisoning and they just don't want to go to work. Nope. This was it. This was the time. But coffee, certain things are still nauseating me. And this was 8 days ago. So, as I've said before, quoting The Devil Wears Prada, I'm 1 stomach virus away from my goal weight. But that's not true. It would take several. All right, the day cream, SPF 30. Even on a day like this, no sun is planned, you got to do SPF. It comes through the clouds. And I had a dermatologist say you need to be wearing at least SPF 15 even inside during the day when you're not going anywhere and you don't have makeup on. And this lady also said you can have sun damage from the light bouncing off of concrete. So even though you might have, putting the primer on, even though you might have a hat on, like I always wear a big old hat, you got to have the sunscreen because it's bouncing up. And of course, it's bouncing, it'll bounce off snow, it'll bounce off water. Concrete, I was like, I did not see that one coming. Getting the primer on, putting a little on the eyes. Letting the primer set now. We're going to let it set. And I'm not going to do a lot of the things that I usually do to get it to stay on. I think today's going to be just fine to stay on. Yesterday was a challenge. But it did. And remember, I switched to waterproof, which I'm going to put on today because it'll rain on my face. Precision brow liner. I know I have some people in my life, old friends, that say they watch this because it's relaxing. I wonder, you know, God help you if my Lubbock twang is relaxing. Maybe I should talk like this. Now, damn it, why won't it? There we go. The Precision Brow Liner in short strokes, mimicking hairs'. I don't know why I can't get it to go right there. A lot of times, see, is it working? Our hormones, besides being demon bitches, decrease things like, I mean, I have hair everywhere. Why are my eyebrows disappearing? Thanks, nature. I know I had a friend say that technically we would be dead back in the cave days, so our bodies are like, what? But, yeah, I can't, I mean, I walk the dogs a lot. I exercise and watch what I eat, but I can't lose that menopausal belly fat. Getting that under eye corrector. So I'm going to let you see what it's like when you do the one eye so you can see the difference. So I'm going to this fancy gynecologist. She'll probably put me on the testosterone. So the videos after that will start to become aggressive and I will pretend to know more about football than I do. You know how it is. The sports fans in our life see different. Scream at the TV, assisting the coach. It's an unpaid coaching position. So I figure when testosterone comes, all of a sudden I'll become the offensive coordinator of the Dallas Cowboys. You feel me? Let's, just to be on the safe side, powder down the eyelids as well. I drink Dr. Pepper too fast. Excuse me. I have stated before, and it deserves repeating, that those Hallmark movies in which a woman finds herself in love with the secret prince and has to become royal herself, and she, you know, they do the big reveal with the big fancy dress. She comes into the Christmas ball. And she's all refined. They've refined her. Oh, God help you. If that was me, I would trip down the stairs and then burp really loudly. There's no helping. This is it. This is what we've got. All right. Blend eyeshadow in Granite all over eyelid and slightly above crease with the all over eyeshadow brush. Granite, as you can imagine, is granite colored. So let's get us some Granite. Woo! Okay. And it is a gray spackle. which you can treat gray like a neutral sometimes. I know I love myself a grayish paint. I know that's kind of a dated neutral, but I like it. So I like to think of the gray as kind of, it's not a cream and a brown like we picked, that is a shade in our skin. And sometimes you have to be, when it comes to putting color on that is not a natural color in our skin, it takes a little bravery. You got to be willing to commit, but be willing to look at gray as a neutral. And up here, and it wants it in the crease, the instructions. So we're patting that all over eye brush. And of course my crease is, I do it a little differently because I have hooded eyes. So let me show you. When I relax, let's see, when I relax, most of the color disappears because age. So I like to go a little bit above on the brow bone, right here, right there, a little bit more, so you can see that color. Up next, liquid eyeshadow meteor shower all over eyelid using all over eyeshadow brush. Wait, what? Okay, well, I'm not going to use that brush. I'm going to use the cream brush. Yes, I have a cream brush. So the Meteor Shower liquid eyeshadow has a doe foot applicator in, which I think does just fine to spread the good gray. Oh yeah. Get that gray. Let me get the rest of it. I need to order another one of these. I don't have one right now to sell. Come over and look upon my stash. I have what's called a full store, which means I have, I would say, 90% of products in my house. Sometimes there's a specialty one that I don't. But I have, all the color, all the basic skincare. It's fantastic. I love it so much. Now, you don't have to do that with Mary Kay. You can have it delivered straight from the company. That's up to you. Don't think that it's like selling leggings. No. What's next? Create a smoky effect, blending Mary Kay expandable brush applicator along upper and lower lash lines. Okay. The expandable brush, boom. Let's do it. And so I'm going to tight line as always, which means I'm going to put it under the lash line. I do like this. This is the only eyeliner that really goes over shimmer. Well, some of my other eyeliners, they disappear into the shimmer, but this one talks back. So once on upper and lower. But you know what I'm going to do? You don't know what I'm going to do because I haven't told you. I'm going to put some gray along the lower lash line. Woof. I'm going to fix that right now. That was not intended. Remember? We all make mistakes. I don't always get it right the first time. Like right now, it's not going well. So what do? Get your eye makeup remover. Dip your Q-tip, your cotton swab if you're doing it generic. I'm not. I've discovered the only way to go in cosmetics is a Q-tip. The others, okay. The others just don't, they're not as good. So let's get that expandable brush again, and we're gonna go above here. Remember, we want that line to be thicker to the outer corner of the eye. Now, you don't want, with your cat eye, with anything else, to put any color below the outer corner of the eye. Taking the eye makeup remover, I'm going to make sure this isn't on my fingers, because it would seem that it is. You don't want to put any makeup, eyeliner, whatever, below the outer corner of your eye. It drags the eye down, and we don't need any more eye dragging down, do we? Gravity is doing that for us. So, did you see the video I did with my fascinator for Easter? The ladies of the church were raising money for missions by making fascinators. So they told me they had enough for a purple one left. So I said, sure, give me a purple one. It is quite the thing. I need to put it on again tomorrow. It's on a headband, and it just sits on top of my head like a bird. Not probably what I should be doing, but I'm going to put it on a clip. But I ordered a purple dress to match it. Should be here today. I cannot wait for you to see it. Having gotten curvier as the years have gone by, sometimes I just don't pick the right line in a dress. And I didn't think, Amazon, I don't know, sometimes those dresses show up and they're made of tissue paper and they're very small. So a lot of times I just order the extra large. Now we're doing the line on the outside. Yeah, we're leaning into the smoky. So a lot of times I'll tell you, don't do a football eye. Don't do it all the way around. But this is a time where we're going to do it a little more than usual because it's smoky. But I'm not going all the way. I mean, I did when I tight lined like this. There you go. Ooh, I'm feeling glamorous on this rainy day. But I got to get going. Okay, there we go. So let's smudge it. This eyeliner tends to crease a little. I love it so much, but it does leave a line unless you smudge it. So we better smudge it good. What does it want me to smudge it? Create a smoky effects, blending with the, okay. Well, we're gonna blend this way. We want a soft line to smoky. And we're gonna do it on the bottom. I'm going to come in a minute and do the gray on the bottom after I get all the smudging done. So yes, this purple dress, nothing like a good wrap dress, I'm telling you. The only issue I have is shoes. Isn't that crazy? Of all the problems in the world, and I'm like, what shoes do I wear? But it's the little things. It's the little things in life. Oh. I don't know about that. I need to clean it up again. Oops. Well, it's just a day of mistakes. Yeah, that's a little more. That's an evening look. So remember, keep that. Well, see, I'm getting it everywhere. Keep that Q-tip. Keep it. Don't, you don't have to completely take the look off. Just fix a little bit. Fix a little bit. See? All better. Just clean up that line. Now, I have done looks that I got them partway on and for you guys, and I put it on and I was like, nope, nope, nope. But today we're gonna make it work. Yeah, we're gonna make it work. All right, let's pick the small eyeliner eyebrow brush and do the granite underneath. We'll clean up where we took all the under eye corrector off in just a second. We'll add some more makeup there. But this, putting that color underneath can be so pretty. All right, now to foundation. We're coming along, friends. We are coming along. And we're gonna use, again, I've gotten darker. So we're gonna use beige N150. I might be going up even after that. As much as I'm putting sunscreen on, I'm just out all day. So I ran into someone that was like, you're so brown. I was like, no one has ever said that to me. So I was like, oh, well, walking dogs. And yesterday I was walking a dog named Blue Steel. I don't often say the animals' names because I want my clients to keep their anonymity, but I don't think Stephanie would mind one bit that I'm talking about how awesome her dog is. His name is Blue Steel. Yes, that's intentional. And he is a wiggle butt loaf. He is an Australian Shepherd, and you know, they can sometimes they can be thick kids, and this one is a thick young man, and I love him so much. And when he walks, he's just got that cutest thing I've ever seen. Well, for today. There'll be cute things tomorrow. Yep. So I'm having to really press to get more out. So what am I going to do? Because I need to order, I forgot to order more foundation for myself. I will tomorrow morning cut a corner off and use that. I'll use the corner, and then I'll put that little snip that I cut off in reverse back in the tube so it doesn't dry out. So I'm using a much lighter color to highlight. And I'm putting the highlight where I like it to be. Then I'm going to contour. I probably should have highlighted second, but that's okay. I'm just not going to get it into that. Some contouring underneath the cheekbone, and then a little on the jawline, because I don't have much of a jawline to speak of. I am loving this look. So if you want to try it, let me mail it to you. Mail all the samples, or if you're local, come out and try this. I'll make it worth your while. You also get a flash facial, because I believe, and I had another Mary Kay lady said, look, you can wear cheap color, but you can't skip the skincare. But I don't think you can wear cheap color either, because as an actor, I have worn cheap color on stage for years, and I finally got sick of putting my entire look back on at intermission. And that's when I started using Mary Kay. And I've not regretted it, because you get the makeup on, it stays on. And I'm still going to do my double powder makeup finishing. Yeah, I'm doing a strong blush with this strong color. I think if I stay washed out, it won't make any sense. You're gonna have to make everything the same intensity, in my opinion. Okay. There we go. And let's do our finishing spray. It will help through the rain. Oh, good thing I ordered a bunch more. So let's get our lashes on, and we're gonna do waterproof mascara so that if it, if it rains on my face, it won't run. It won't run. Well, of course it won't run because it's waterproof, but I've had some waterproof lie to me, but not my stuff, baby. Okay, I got a second coat on. Nice, nice. And take what's left of that coat and put it on the bottom. Touch the tips off again. Well, touch the tips off again. Let's put 2 coats over here. I'm letting that finishing spray dry. But yeah, I will be ordering matte foundation for myself with the next big order. I love doing that. It will last through the sweat. One more coat. Oh, that's good. Take the last of that coat, putting it on the bottom. So this phone is new and it's kind of ruining my life. I'm having to get used to a new one. Mine was so old, it wouldn't update anymore. And I was like, it works, it's fine. I can't do a video tomorrow, but Monday I will come up with more witticisms about the new phone. I know, first world problems. But most of the stuff I talk about is a first world problem. So the last bit of the foundation. Awesome, yay. Straightening up a little bit, and let's get some highlight on the tip of the nose like I like. Love it, love it. Next, let's get our Think of Pink lipstick on. This isn't a color I would normally do, but this is what the makeup artist suggested. That's what we're gonna do. And we're putting Pink Ballerina with it. Yeah, I would do probably a deeper pink, a brighter pink even, but today we're gonna stick with the regular look. Yeah, I would probably do like trademark pink with it. But this is fun. Little pink ballerina. Never mind, I kind of like it. So rainy day, walking pooches, gonna thrift shop, going to do the store, and I'm gonna look so elegant doing it. So go to my website, marykay.com/Amy Nichols Madison to send me a message. You can message me here, of course, to purchase any of the products. You can use the Mary Kay Mirror Me app to project any of these colors onto your face. Definitely. Probably not this look, but you can definitely put the granite on your face in the meteor shower. And then the Think of Pink. I will download this onto my YouTube channel and try to remember to put the colors on so you'll know what to order. Okay, thank you so much for joining me. Stay dry today if you're here in Austin.